baseball card fever. I really got a baseball card fever. It started with my very first pack.
Hello, card tubers. Diego here. Welcome to another video. Thanks for stopping by and clicking on. I appreciate it very much. So, what I have in the video description, this is a video response for Fox Crue Cards, and it's their annual prediction giveaway type contest. And they asked 20 questions, and I have 20 answers, and I'm gonna get to it. I don't think I'm gonna be any good in this. I wasn't last year, and I wasn't the year before that, but I'm gonna try anyway. All right, so it starts off with the division winners, and for the American League East, I'm going with the Yankees this year. I'm thinking the AL teams, or the AL East teams, will be wild card or type teams, so we'll see about that. The AL Central, I'm going with the White Sox, but I have this gut feeling about the Twins. I don't know why, but when I was making the prediction, I was like, man, maybe the Twins might win. I might have to put some money on that. For the American League West, I'm going with my hopeful Angels. I'm going with the Angels. Time for a new team to rise. I was trying to choose between Seattle Mariners and the Angels, and I went with the Angels because of Mike Trout, basically. Local boy, so of course I'm going to root for him. There's always something, with me rooting for Mike Trout to his team to succeed. The NL East, I want to say Phillies. I really do. But I don't know. Last year I said the Braves. I think I said the Braves. Pretty sure I did. But this year I'm saying the Mets. I think the Mets will actually take it during the season. We'll talk about the playoffs later. The NL Central, I am going with the Milwaukee Brewers, last year's champions. Wasn't really sure. I think the Reds kind of lost out on a lot. Lost out on a couple guys. So I don't know how good they're going to be. I don't know who they replaced them with. So I'm just going with the Brewers because I saw they got a couple guys onto their team. For the NL West, I'm going with the Dodgers this year. Do I think San Francisco Giants was a big fluke? Probably not. No. They won games. That's what they did. But I don't think they were really built for playoffs. They were built for the season. There's always teams that are built. For me, there's always a team that's always built for the season to do really well. But when it comes to the playoffs, it's not the same. It's not the same game as where the stars really shine. And that's where I think that's the difference maker. Anyway, so that's 1 through 6. Question number 7 is who will have the most wins, the White Sox or the Cubs? Unfortunately for the Cub fans, I have to say the White Sox because I'm predicting them to win the American League Central. Yankees versus Mets, who will have the most wins? This one actually is a pretty good competition, but I'm going with the Yankees. I just feel like they have a couple more teams that they could beat up on, just as opposed to what the Mets have for the schedule. So I think they might get a couple more wins than the Mets are. So I'm going with the Yankees. Now, question number 9 was, what American League player will have the most home runs? I wanted to say Vlad, but I'm going with a player that I like, and I'm going to say Mike Trout. I'm going to go with Mike Trout. I'm hoping that he can rehash his career, not have to be that labeled injury-prone superstar a la Ken Griffey Jr., although they came back. I just want to see Trout have another solid MVP type year, and I want to give him the props for the home run leader in the American League. The question number 10, they stopped picking on Bryce Harper. now that he's a Philly, so that's good. So they're going with Juan Soto, and they're asking what Juan Soto's batting average is. And I think Washington Nationals might have a tough year this year, and there's a lot of pitching, and well, no, there's really not that much pitching. Anyway, I think so for Soto based, I think he might have a down year at 285. That's the batting average that I'm thinking. I'm thinking he's going to have like a 285 batting average, which is not bad, but not great either, but it's respectable. Question number 11 is more wins, Jacob deGrom or Max Scherzer, and I'm going with Scherzer. I think Scherzer will beat him out. I don't know, sometimes deGrom has this couple spells where he can't take the mound, so that might come into play with this who has more wins, but it could be vice versa. Who knows? I'm just guessing at this stuff. Question number 12 was how many wins will the Marlins have? And I hate to see a team have 100 losses, but this might happen for the Marlins, and I'm going to say 61. I'm hoping that they get to 63 or something like that, but I'm going with 61 as my number. 61 wins for the Marlins. Question number 13, will the Angels make the playoffs? And going by them being division leaders in my thing, I have to say yes. And that's it. Because I already picked them for division winners. Number 14 is who will have more home runs? Josh Donaldson or Gary Sanchez? And I'm going to go with Gary Sanchez. Just because. I'm thinking a lot of people are going to say Josh Donaldson, so I'm just going to go the opposite. And that's the only reason. I didn't look at no numbers or anything. I just said, you know what? There's a chance I could win like at least one question if something strange happens, and that might be the one. How many innings pitched for Clayton Kershaw? I'm going with 151 innings pitched. I think he's going to have a good season. I don't see him. I'm hoping that he doesn't have a lot of time off the mound, but I'm going with 151 innings. Question number 16 was who would have more wins, the Giants or the Oakland A's? And although I didn't pick them for the division winners in the NL, I do think the Giants will get a few more teams. I think they are a team that's built for a season, to be good during the season. So I'm going to say the Giants, more so than the Oakland A's. It's hard to replace not having Chapman and Matt Olson and stuff like that. So, Tony, I'm with you, bro. Hope you have a good year, but I got to go with the Giants. Hoping you have a better year than a respectable year, I should say, but I don't think they're going to be the worst team in the league either. Anyway, moving on. How many home runs will Vladimir Guerrero Jr. have? And I'm going with 38. I don't know. I'm going with the under on most home run count. So, I'm thinking something might happen where he just doesn't hit that 40. I think he's going to be right on the edge, but it's just 38. Who will be the first, or question number 18, it will be who's the first manager you think will be fired this year? And I think David Martinez for the Washington Nationals is going to be the first one fired. I don't think it's really no fault of his own, but I don't like if the Nationals aren't respectable in the division, I could see Dave Martinez just going like if they fall under the Marlins, then at some point in the season, they definitely got to let go of Dave Martinez. If they have a respectable year, then Dave Martinez will be in. But I'm going with Dave Martinez because he was on the hot seat before the World Series, and then they'll be quick to let him go, at least in my opinion. Number 19 is the National League strikeout leader. Who will that be? And I am going with Max Scherzer to do that. I don't know how many strikeouts, but I do think he'll be the one to have the most this year. A lot of batters that strike out in this division. So, and he's had quite a few with Washington. So, I'm thinking that's where he's going to be. No more Freddie Freeman to mess that up either. Matt Olson, good hitter, but I think he strikes out more. Let me not say that because I'm not really sure. I didn't check the statistics. Question number 20 is, who do you think will be in the World Series? I always figure that there's a team that always repeats the World Series, and I'm thinking that's going to be the Braves this year. Matt Olson is really the only guy that really changed from the championship team. And I think the Braves will go out and get somebody to make sure that they're ready for the playoffs. So I'm going with the Atlanta Braves to return to the playoffs. And then I'm hoping that there's a new team in there. And I'm going to be rooting for them in the AL East just because they're a young team and they got a couple good pieces. Jose Barrios from, Puerto Rican descent. And so I kind of have him on that team. I like the Chapman trade. So I'm going with the Blue Jays. I'm thinking the Blue Jays might actually get a playoff berth and go ahead and move on from there. And I think they'll end up beating the Angels to get in. How many hits will be in that World Series? I'm going with 111. Thinking the average is about 7 hits per game for an average baseball game. So that's like 90 some. So I'm going with 111. Anyway, that is my predictions for Fox Crue Cards. This is my video response and my entry. I wish me luck, please. If you're not in it, please wish me luck. I'm never that good at this stuff. I don't even remember if I finished well in the last one. I think I was out before everybody else was. Everybody else was accumulating points. But again, I'm the type of person that takes Sanchez just because it might go against the grain and it might get me a win. So taking that gamble, going high risk, high reward type stuff. Well, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you made a video for the predictions as well, so I can check it out if I haven't already. And yeah, one other thing. I feel like I just have to say this, but I've been so busy at work and home with my kids. My kids are getting confirmed and baptism, and my wife is getting confirmed, my future wife is getting confirmed and stuff like that. So it's been busy, and I haven't been able to comment on some videos. Like, I see people commenting on mine, and I forget to comment on you. Like, I don't have the time to comment on videos that I watch. But I'm out there, I'm liking them, and yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Until next time.
Well, thanks a lot for looking and listening, folks. I enjoyed being with you. So long, everybody.